Hanover Coach's Corner, a service of the Citizens, State Bank, Sandy's Hardware and Lumber, B&W Electric, the Blue Valley Insurance Agencies, including Hanover Insurance, Blue Valley Technologies, Midwest Products, Hanover Electric, and the Citizens National Bank.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. At Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville, that's just where we begin. When it comes to insuring your home, car, camper, or boat, we offer you personalized advice and service, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, contact Blue Valley Insurance.
If a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. That's the policy of B&W Electric Incorporated of Hanover. B&W has 5 certified technicians to handle all of your electrical needs. They provide computer designs and layouts on new homes for complete heating, air conditioning, electrical, and plumbing plans. Plus, for Ritchie Waterers and Parts, it's B&W. Call 337-2598 or stop by 107 West North in Hanover. B&W Electric Incorporated. Because if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right.
When you have a debit card, you can pay as you go and not build up debt on costly credit card balances. Our debit cards are convenient, easy to use, and accepted at merchants everywhere. Each month, we supply an accurate, easy-to-read statement of all your debit transactions, freeing up your quality time for your family. Debit cards, better than plastic and easy to use. Citizens State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Welcome back to today's show. I am joined now by head coach of the Hanover Wildcats, Matt Heuer. Coach, you traveled down to El Saline, came up short to a good team down there with a 50-14 loss. What's the areas of practice, or what are you looking at this week specifically off of that game?
Well, I think there's still some fundamental things that we need to work on. There's some things that we definitely need to, work on discipline-wise, and just a lot of different correctable things that we've seen over the first 2 weeks that have kind of hampered us on both sides of the ball, that have kind of put us in some bad situations. And I think that we really need to buckle down and probably focus on those things. And the good thing is, or the positive that we can take away, is there's a lot of correctable things. So it's a lot of things that we feel like we can get fixed, and we can definitely improve on.
You talked about being able to take away correctable things. That is always important, regardless win or loss, too. There's options for that in a game. We talked early on in the season, you kind of have a younger team. Offense might be a little slow going. How do you see that evolving here these last couple weeks?
I thought that we've seen some positive things. We've definitely taken some steps forward. I thought we did better in the run game last week than we did in week one. And, I thought we even did better in the pass game. So there was definitely some improvements, and there were some things that we can definitely take away from and build on, but there's still a lot of different areas where we need to really focus on, like pre-snap penalties is something that's really bothered us here the first couple weeks, and some different just being able to sustain or lock on and be able to block on a consistent basis is another thing, and we got to make sure that when we're working on those things in practice that we have a little bit of a heightened sense of urgency on them, and really look to improve on those things.
You brought up some things there, and that just goes to show that football is a lot more mental than I think some people understand, getting, those penalties corrected and getting lined up correctly as well.
Yeah, and I think that, a lot of it comes with a little bit of experience, and, some of the penalties that we've had and some of the different missed assignments that we've had is just, lack of experience, and it's something that's probably on me. I probably need to, take a step back and relook at what I'm trying to run on offense, but I feel like there's definitely a lot of room for improvement and things that I think that as we move forward, that the ceiling is extremely high with this group.
Going into next week's game, you have a game against Osborne. You were able to split last year's schedule against them. What's one thing after you get done with the game that you want to, say we did X better at?
I think that first and foremost, when we're playing them, we're going to need to be more physical. They're going to bring a downhill rushing attack at us, and we're going to have to be physical, and we're going to have to be better tacklers at the point of attack. And I think that's one of the things that we really need to focus on this week, and we need to realize that, they're going to do what they do, and it's going to come straight downhill at us, and it's going to come at us quick, and we need to make sure that we are up for the challenge and up for being physical at that moment.
Being physical is a very big, important game. Last game, I looked at some stats. They had 22 tackles for loss. So how important is the play of both your offensive line and your defensive line to disrupt them?
Oh, extremely important, especially on the offensive side of the ball. It's going to be important for, us to be disciplined in our blitz pickup, because they like to bring multiple people, and it's a case of where, I think that their over-aggression on the defensive side of the ball could, lead to some opportunities for us. Yet if we don't recognize what they're trying to do defensively or how they're trying to attack us, it can be all for naught if we don't have even that split second to get the ball out. So it's going to be important for us to be all on the same page and recognize what they're bringing at us.
Well, Coach, that's all I got for you this week. I appreciate you. Best of luck with Osborne this week. Get the boys ready.
All right, thank you.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry, and what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Raise your hand if you need more internet speed. It's time to get your hands on much faster internet. Don't settle for yesterday's internet speed when you have a home full of today's devices. Upgrade your Blue Valley Technologies internet speed now to the speed you need and get a $50 bill credit. If you're new to Blue Valley, you get 2 months free and everyone gets free installation on managed Wi-Fi. Visit bluevalley.net/raise your hand today.
Another reason to make the Citizens National Bank your bank. With a century of experience, you know you can count on us for convenient banking and personal service for people you know and trust. With extended hours and online banking for all your financial needs. Another reason to make the Citizens National Bank your bank.
Hanover Coach's Corner, a service of the Citizens, State Bank, Sandy's Hardware and Lumber, B&W Electric, the Blue Valley Insurance Agencies, including Hanover Insurance, Blue Valley Technologies, Midwest Products, Hanover Electric, and the Citizens National Bank.